It is not totally dark, and there is considerable stray light coming from the hangar area. The radio crackles in my earphones. I'm on ground control to receive flight clearance.
I love flying at night, sitting in the cockpit, with the red glow from the instrument lights bouncing off the canopy. The darkness of it all outside. It's always mesmerizing to me. Let me tell you about my most memorable non-combat flight at night. It is the summer of 1964, when I need some night flight time to remain current. I file the flight plan of my dreams. It is a simple one. After sunset, I will leave Cherry Point, NC, and fly to New York City and back. I have flown the route several times and landed at Floyd Bennett Field for visits back home in Brooklyn. However, this time my plan is a bit different in that I will not be stopping and landing when I got to New York. I will simply remain at altitude, turn around, and fly back to Cherry Point. I need about 3 hours of nighttime to remain current aviation regulations. It's dusk when I go to the flight line and check out my A4 Skyhawk for the evening. This will be a solo flight. After the routine per-flight inspection, I climb the ladder and get strapped into the seat. The auxiliary power unit is already whining away, splitting the otherwise quiet evening air. The evening is cool and the sky is clear from North Carolina to New York. I give the signal to start the engine, and the familiar loud whoosh of air from the APU flows into the engine. After a few seconds, as the compressor turns through 5% RPM, I bring the throttle around the aft tent and the igniter started clicking away. In a moment, ignition takes place, and the dull roar of the jet engine replaces the whine of the APU. At 45% RPM, I signal to disconnect the air, and the engine surges and then settles at 60% idle. The power and electrical umbilical cords are disconnected. The A4 is on its own power now. Reaching back on my right, I push in all the radio and navigation circuit breakers. The needles start to swing in circles, and the gyros start their caging dance. The red interior and instrument lights are on full bright while I sit in the chocks. It is not totally dark, and there is considerable stray light coming from the hangar area. The radio crackles in my earphones. I'm on ground control to receive flight clearance and can listen to other transmissions. So I know it is working. My eyes scan all the engine indicators. They are normal. A pilot is constantly scanning his instruments looking for the abnormal. The normal doesn't draw attention. It's the one out of sequence that jumps out at you. I fasten my oxygen mask and close the canopy to shut out the noise of the engine. The cool oxygen always feels good. Ready to go, I key the radio and check in with ground control.
Charlie Echo 14, ready for clearance.
There is a moment of silence and then the tower comes alive.
Charlie Echo 14, are you ready to copy?
I give an affirmative and then begin to copy the flight plan that I had filed a half hour before. It has been cleared through Norfolk, Washington, and New York traffic control centers during the interim. My route will take me over Norfolk in the Chesapeake Bay area, just east of Washington, D.C., and on to New York City, directly overhead Idlewild Airport. Then, after a 180-degree turn, I'll return along the coastline. With my clearance in hand, I signal for the chocks to be pulled, and once clear, taxi toward the runway. Cleared onto the northwest runway, I head for the middle apron in front of the tower. Moving into takeoff position, I press the microphone key and indicate. Charlie Echo 14. Ready to go. I am instructed to contact departure control on another frequency changing channels. I make contact with and they clear me for immediate takeoff. I sweep the cockpit with the stick to make sure all the control surfaces are clear and double check the flaps at 50%, pushing the throttle forward slowly at first, then straight to 100% RPM. I'm on my way. With just fuel on board, the A4 accelerates very quickly. By the time I have rolled 2,500 feet, the plane is ready to fly. I pull back gently on the stick, and in a few seconds it's airborne. With a flick of my left hand, the gear and flaps retract by the time I pass over the end of the runway. The A4 is at 200 knots and accelerating rapidly. Climbing out, I turn right to head north, and at 500 feet, I'm directed by departure control to contact Norfolk Center on their frequency, followed by
Charlie Echo 14. Have a good evening.
I change frequency and announce to Norfolk Center.
Charlie Echo 14 airborne. Out of 500 feet. Climbing to flight level 200.
Norfolk Center responds immediately and requests an ident. That means activating the plane's transponder, which emits a discrete radar signal that identifies my aircraft to them. In a moment, they confirm my transponder on their radar screen and clear me from FL 200 all the way to FL 360 en route. They have already slopped